Hello. I might as well actually start. I'm still trying to multitask here for a second, but it's Tavros time. My RGB lights are set to that hex code. It turns out that brown colors do not look great on RGB lights. And oh, I think the captions are probably not working, huh? Because that window is not on top. So give me a second and then the captions will be working. I just need to wrap this up very quick here, and then I can see whatever's going on in chat. And we're gonna close these. Ooh, I almost had a 413 on my notifications. 4 messages and 12 things. Hello, gamer of the hour. That is Tavros. Or is it? Yeah, Tavros is the gamer. I put on. Look, I put on my Pokemon Go shirt and an overshirt, just for Tavros. Now the overshirt might have I'm gonna pretend these are ants or crickets on the overshirt, and not something that would be thematically unfortunate for a Tavros. Yeah, but here we are. I'm actually really excited to do this one. So, sorry for the holdup. We shall get into it. And just checking the notification, or the achievements again. I don't think we're gonna get to Aradia tonight, but a heart so true. Befriend Tavros. No, Wineline, it's fine. They're, I don't know, they really kind of look more like ants to me. Here, maybe I can hold it up to the camera. Somebody else can judge. I can't rap. Don't make me try to rap. I mean, this doesn't look like a... Those are ants. Hey, Carencio, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a bit. Quick question. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Are Wednesday nights good for you? Because I know I used to do Terraria on Thursdays, but I moved it to Wednesday to pair up with Minecraft, and I don't know if that's a bad night for you to watch Terraria. Anyway, a heart so true, befriend Tavros. Befriend Aradia. And then an extra achievement for this route. O_O. Yes, they're ants. It's fine. He's fine. You know, if you take a lot of the same letters from Tavros, you can spell ants. You have to change some things, but it's fine. So those are all the things. And of course these 4, which we go over every Pester Quest stream, but I don't think we're gonna get them anytime soon. So, let's actually get started. Oh, you've been busy? Jen, hello! This is me doing my visual novel game and voice acting. This one has choice routes, though. Right. Volume 8, Route 1. Glimmering Gold and Cold Iron. That's cool. Carencio, I'm sorry. F. I feel bad for being rude. Tavros Night. You're so right. Wow, it really is just from the last. No, you can get the You can get the TNA from his first name. That was badly phrased. Let's get Ant-Man. Yeah, the S. I guess you can get the N from his last name. This worked out better than I thought. So. Oh man. You're enjoying a brisk, head-clearing walk in the Alternian moonlight when the plot comes screeching towards you. Literally, you don't even have time for introspection. Ah! Don't you even, Carencio. I'm so glad you all can quote me. I'm sorry, Jen, I haven't added the quotes thing to Nightbot. I don't have it set up. Unless Aeonfold barges in here and makes a new command for me. I don't want to put that responsibility on Carencio. Should have done it myself. This man. Hello! Oh my god, there's so many people here. This character, I've been obsessed with voice acting for ages. He wasn't even, like, one of my top favorites. Like, he's a good guy, but, like, once I figured out I can do his voice really easy and a lot of fun, that just made it great for me. Okay, so I see that in the chat. Did it actually come up on the stream? Here, I will mess with the music volume here. Fuck yeah, Bronze Rebel is the name of this tune. It is by a Homestuck musician, but I've just turned that down, so hopefully I can hear sound alerts better. We're almost 8 minutes into this. Maybe I should read more than one line of text. Oh! This is off to a great start, isn't it? Isn't it, Emily? Saw the note, but you didn't hear it. Okay, we're trying to mess with audio volumes again. Tavros, no! You turn your head to see a guy in a wheelchair whizzing down a nearby hill. He's got a phone in one hand, making it difficult for him to control his descent with the other. Ah, shit. Yeah, just ditch the phone, my guy. Well, this is why you don't text and drive. Obviously. You quickly rush over in time to see him hit a rock. Well, I heard that one. Holy fuck. Who did that? Thanks, Muns. You quickly rush over in time to see him hit a rock and go flying through the air with an impressive arc. My man's Tavros Night Trim. Hey, we got any actual Tauruses in the chat? Wylime, you don't count. We know. We know. Yeah, Tavros is so impressive. The way he just tumbles. Oh hey, he flew. That's a good point. Good for him. Okay, fine, you count. You're a very dear and close and special friend to me, and I appreciate you. You bring the fallen wheelchair over to him. He stares at you for a second, and then pulls himself back into it with a grunt. Thank you, weird and ugly alien stranger. Once he's settled into the chair, you look over the... Yes. Why, Lime, your opinion means a lot to me. What do you think? Like, on this topic in particular, this is your fucking dude. He flew again. That's the second time. Once he's settled into a chair, you look over the boy you just helped. He's lanky and scrawny except for his oversized horns, giving the impression of a boy going through a very awkward puberty. His wheelchair is simple and flimsy, and it looks like it's gone through a lot of wear and tear. Yeah, that's a pretty basic wheelchair. God, imagine when he grows up to be an adult Alternian troll, he's probably gonna get fucking beefy. I'm not gonna go on too much of a tangent here, but have any of you seen Spy Kids? I think 3D, whichever one had the game and the guy, I think that was the 3D one. But when his wheelchair-bound grandfather, his grandfather with a mobility device, enters this game world, and then he gets, like, a power-up, and, like, his torso, his arms are just so fucking strong from pushing the wheels around for years and years. That's what I'm picturing for Tavros grown up. I've seen all the Spy Kids.
I remember every Spy Kids.
Spy Kids 3D, haha, gimmick. God, I wish I could have the Spy Kids smells in 2021. Okay, we're... Nobody clipped that. Oh. The actor is Mexican-American. Oh. I know that, the guy who plays Uncle Manny... No, I got the name entirely wrong, and probably in the worst way I possibly could. But... I've met the actor who played their rough-and-tumble uncle, who is in a spin-off movie series that's actually an action movie. Okay. Like, I know you're talking about Spy Kids, but all I can remember is George Lopez as Mr. Electric in fucking Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Yes, I'm thinking Machete. So, that's why I got... Listen, it wasn't that bad. I was thinking the same first syllable. We're moving on. Introductorily speaking, I should say that my name is Tavros. Tavros, as is now usual for you, the name sounds familiar, even though you're not sure any of your other friends mentioned him by name. You give him a proper greeting and then ask, "What happened?" And he nods towards an old watchtower at the top of the hill. Oh, by the way, Adios Toreador is his, screen name, for anyone who's not homestuck here. Did everyone leave because I called him Manny? I'm sorry, everyone. Right, so he rolled down from the old watchtower. I was attempting to scale toward the tower to acquire a rare Fetuspawn Go mod. He's really out here playing Pokemon Go? I got on the Pokemon Go shirt and I got a little spoiled. I saw it on the wiki, okay, because I had to get his sprite for my promo image for my social medias. I just want to say, I already had the Pokemon Go shirt on before I got that spoiler. Spoiler. Fetuspawn, go to the polls to acquire a rare Fetuspawn Go monster, what is named Wolvolpine. Alright. Oh. I'm ranked Aether Mystic Triple Rare class. Oh, Mystic. It's ranked Aether Mythic Triple Rare class, which is one of the rarest of all, at least concerning monsters that can be found in lower-blooded neighborhoods. Oh good, the kids the kids gaming app also has a fucking gerrymandered class divide. This fucking planet. Fetuspawn Go, track 9 of Alternia Bounds. I'll fucking do it. I will mute this music right now. How dare you insult Spy Kids 3, unfollowed, unsubscribed. No, not again. No, you're the 10th person this week. Okay. See, now I have to... What is it? Alternia Bound, thank you. Thank you for name dropping. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Because it was requested. Here's the track, Fetuspawn Go. But it appears to be tragically out of my reach, no matter how much I believe in my ability to pursue it. You don't know what a Fetuspawn is, but maybe you could help? You've wrangled a few monsters in your time. What? You know, you could help push him up the hill. Maybe fight some giant horrifying beast. The usual. That do be what chiptune sounds like, Wylime. You're entirely right. Wow, I normally am expected to do everything myself. Always. The only trolls who offer me help are those who live too far away to actually do anything of consequence. Which is fine, I get it, but it's pretty useless to me. Yeah, he's out here having fucking... Listen, I'm left as Wylime can verify us. I say us because I don't want it to come across wrong. Tavros out here dealing with, like, fake woke internet white knights who are like, oh, King, we can help you, if only I was there. It's like, that doesn't do much to help actual people with disabilities and other such societal issues. Anyway, people try and help him online. Uh-huh. Anyway, no. What? What? I don't want your help on account of... If I take it... Okay, the song's over. And I want to say Fetuspawn Go was written... I'm not going to get sidetracked looking at the years, but it definitely was a song that existed before Pokemon Go was a thing. So they were just saying Go as like an exclamation. Toby Fox's arrangement of David Coe's remix of a bunch of themes, including those by Toby Fox. God damn. That reminds me of the, Oh, I thought the music stopped. The Crystal Methicans Broken Bad remix. If you go back through the, like, versions of that song, like, it starts at Mannequin and Chrysanthemum, and then it's just remix after remix after remix. I think it's really cool. Yeah. I don't want your help, on account of, if I take it, I will be weakening myself and failing to grow as a troll. I will just have to try again, and again, and get grievously hurt in the process, probably. Pokemon Go may have been a phrase before the app. Oh, I see what you're saying. Pokemon name Go. Pikachu Go! Yeah. I can't believe I can't believe that the corporation Niantic stole the name for their app from Toby Fox. Was Andrew Hussey ever done to deserve this? Don't, no, Wylime, don't. Don't answer that. Don't. That reminds me of that YouTube video I saw recently. Name every clone trooper. Okay, bet. What the fuck is a Pokemon? Don't worry. Yeah, he's only gonna get grievously hurt in the process. Tavros begins to wheel back toward the hill. You know how the story goes. You'll have to spend your entire evening convincing this poor troll boy that it's okay to accept help from others. You launch into a gentle pitch about how help from a friend can... Oh, well, if you say so, then I accept your help. That did not take a lot. What the fuck? David's songs are always really darn fun while fiddling around with that is barely cognizant. Arranging someone else's remix of my own track. Oh, I see what you're saying now. That's really funny. That's so funny. I like that. But, I've still got the Homestuck app. Oh, what is it? Tracks that Fetus Spawn Go references. Showtime, Pumpkin Cravings, Harlequin, Sun Slammer, Desperado Rocket Chairs, also by Toby Fox. So, okay, what'd you say? It was David Coe's song? No, Google, I'm not talking to you. I don't see that on the list here, but it's... Oh, wait, Vagabounce by David Coe? Sure, we'll go through the, mostly, yeah, we don't need to listen to Vagabounce, but, okay, take 2 for an extra track. Yeah, that was easy. I was like, okay, Tavros just accepted the help immediately. That's fine. Here's Desperado Rocket Chairs. Where's the game? Okay. Oh, that was easy. You follow Tavros up the hill. Oh! What was that? What was that damage, my guy? Okay. You follow Tavros up the hill. When he reaches the steepest part and his wheels begin to lose traction, you step in behind him to give him the little push he needs. Tavros only needs a little push. He doesn't need somebody haranguing him and... Oh my god. Just... Jen, I think it's time to review the Homestuck revenge cycle. I'm kidding. The little push. The two of you are successful in scaling the hill, and Tavros grins and taps his phone. Oh, it's a phone game? No real monsters involved? Holy shit, this is new to you. Let's hope no cliffs are in the vicinity. Fired. Jail. Somebody bonk recursive. Yes, Vulpine is now acquired. Thank you so greatly. It's not recreate Mac and me. I listen, it was referenced in Homestuck, and that's all I know about the movie. I would be terrified to know more about the movie. Maybe the cartoons for Wigglers were right all along. And friendship is truly the greatest source of power to exist. I'm so glad Source is not here to make a comment. I'm not sure what the volume was at before, but we're gonna have to deal with me approximating. That's not the right jail! Shit! Fuck! Finally, someone who gets you. You ask if he wants a quick ride home, and he tilts his head in confusion. Troll Paul Rudd's favorite scene of Pester Quest. Wait, what? Why, 'cause ants? Pokemon real? I already have a ride. Always. I'm sitting on... No! Fuck! I have also watched My Little Pony. I genuinely wanted to finish the series, actually, because I watched a lot of Season 1, and it was like, ooh, there's some... I remember none of the plot threads. It's still very much a kid's show, like, more so than, I don't know, like, Gravity Falls. It's kind of like a teen-aimed show, but... There's some things that happen in there. Paul Rudd was in Mac and Me? What? Also, do y'all believe I'm 26? I'm gonna be like fucking Paul Rudd. I got baby face. He's rocking and I'm gonna rock it. I already have a ride, always. I'm sitting in it. Not like that. You tell him it's hard to explain, just trust you on this one. I'll consistently go on Conan O'Brien's talk show and be like, here, I have an exclusive clip for my new movie. The wheelchair scene... I can't keep wondering. I'm opening this in another tab, and I don't want Twitch to get mad at me, so none of you get to see it. You just get to stare at... Oh, it's a minute and a half. Famous wheelchair scene. Of course they're compilation. I don't need to see a compilation, I just need to see a scene. Was Paul Rudd the kid in that movie? In the wheelchair... Oh. Hold on. Okay, I see a scene. This was like when I rode my bike. There is a very steep graveyard. Oh, no, the water! There's a very steep graveyard at Yukon College. I live in Connecticut. People know this. We don't have to. And some nights I'd be like, what if I just take my bike down this 3-bump hill and just don't hit the brakes at like 2 a.m. when there are less cars there? I never had the confidence to go from the very top of the hill to the very bottom and go all the way across the road. It's probably good that I had the sense not to, because there was another divot on the other side of the road that went down into like a service parking lot. Like halfway down the hill, I was already going too fast for me to be comfortable with. And I was like, ugh. Alright, what is chat saying? Paul Rudd, okay. Well, who mentioned Paul Rudd in the first place? Muns. Oh, now I understand. Never mind. Because it's his favorite scene. I see. He just really likes the scene. He loves the movie for some benign reason. Yep. Are you saying Paul Rudd is schlocky? So am I. Moving on. Okay. Not like that. You tell him it's hard to explain. Just trust you on this. Oh, the... I was gonna say, we don't have a scuttle buggy. They mean the retcon powers. You know, in my room, this looks like a sickly kind of yellow-green, but now that I'm looking at my stream preview, that is kind of brown lighting, isn't it? I mean, somebody tell me if I'm just being optimistic, but I think it's really creating that tone on the white ceiling, through the camera at least. We gotta get some red in here. Okay, let's go. To the polls. With that, you grip his chair and focus your energy and zap on over to his hive. By the way, Psycho Muffin is streaming, Hollow Knight right now, I believe. So if anyone's like, Tavros sucks, well, first you have to fight White Lion Girl. But secondly, if I can recommend another stream, you should go to my friends, Psycho Muffin. I'm glad you love it. Do you think he goes up to his computer and says... I know the other Paul Rudd thing you're referencing with that. That's funny. Whoa, are you magic? Yes. Awesong. Do you know any... He just immediately accepts it. It's not even... It's not like, wow, my beliefs were right and justified all along. He's like, cool, you're magic. Although I guess he does live on a planet where telekinetic powers are a real thing. In which case, why is magic such a... Do you know any fairies? No. Shucks. Tavros glances around the room and you follow suit. Your eyes settle on Okay. Okay, you're all gonna be mad at me. What's a dream come true? He loves Pupa Pan. I thought you meant my voice of him. That's fine, I'm being too optimistic. Tavros glances around the room, you follow suit. Your eyes settle on an advertisement for the theatrical run of Pupa Pan. A pinch... Okay, Shit, I didn't put my radio voice into the Stream Deck shorthand thing. It's just slightly better than usual. It's like, oh yeah, we have telekinetic powers, but none of us can fly. That's some wild shit. Imagine if you could fly. Okay, I just need to find one voice, and then I need to put in my favorites tab, so I don't have to scroll down to it every time. And y'all can tell me if this is too harsh, but this is supposed to be my newspaper boy voice. Magic does not equal biology. Probably. A pinch of special stardust is all it takes to fly. Brought to you by Her Imperious Condescension's 19th favorite theater company. Reserve seating for high bloods. Hecklers will be killed. The rest of your room is rather plain and sparsely decorated. The floor is scattered with messy gaming supplies, just like while I'm. So, this is my hive. What do you think? Would you characterize this pad as sufficiently cool? You I was so worried that with the way other post-can stuff has gone, that they are just totally gonna fuck this man's over. They have done Tavros perfectly. Okay, gamer. You glance at a framed picture of a fey trickster in booty shorts. Sure, this pad is cool as hell. That would make it cool for me. I'm on board for... Is that it? Is that the fey with booty shorts? Booty shorts are always good. I don't like that the music slowed down when I sighed. Just has a bunch of weeb merch on the shelves. Yeah. Look at all his weeb orbs. This pad's cool as hell. You know, I just realized those are just fucked up Pokeballs. 10 fucking years. Horencio, that wraps up my entire weekend. Yes, Team Charge is great for us out because they're the... Jen, this is your person in the revenge cycle. Excellent, I hoped you we'd... Oh, wait. This pad is cool as hell. Excellent, I hoped you would. Your approval is most good to have. I thought you might be uninterested on account of me being boring and kind of sad. Oh, Tavros. Aw, boring and sad kids are your favorite, you tell Tavros. Wait, that sounds terrible. Ignore that. You mean you relish the opportunity to make people less sad. That... Oh, whew, that's a fucking yikes. Y'all ever... Ooh, a boring and sad kid to hang out with. Ugh. No more words about that. Seriously didn't realize that Feospawn eggs were supposed to be analogous to Pokeball. I knew the cards were like Pokemon cards! Maybe it's just something I haven't thought about in a long time, okay? They're eggs! Yes, because this is Volume 8, Route 1, which is titled Bronze and Iron, something about that. But the two routes together are comprised in a package which is titled Team Charge, because that's the name of the team, of him and the other girl in Volume 8. In their Pokemon... I knew they were Pokeballs, shut up. Oh, don't worry then, because I'm definitely sorrowful enough to satisfy... Also, I'm not great at talking either, so we have at least one point of failure in common. Thanks? Wow! Wow! Emily, are you seeing the savagery? Tavros just fucking dragged us through the dirt. We just got dragged off the cliff with him. I know that pupa F off. God, come on. Tavros flashes you a thumbs up and a wink. I don't have points redemption yet, but I'm gonna give you a freebie. Wait, I almost doxed your real name. Okay, let me focus for a second. I would go to Googleville anytime because the mayor, White Lime Girl, is the coolest person I know, and we're the best of friends forever. That's all you get. Tavros flashes you a thumbs up and a wink. Yes, you! He wheels closer to you, and one of his scattered cards crunches under a thread and gets stuck, necessitating a bit of finagling. You must admit, you're a little surprised by a wheelchair. Your experiences on Alternia would suggest that their culture is not very kind to the disabled. A topic of fandom discussion for 10 years and counting, though I don't think people really debate on it much anymore. I think... See, now I'm gonna start wondering about it. But Friendson was like, we have medical devices. He's probably just too out in the boonies to be noticed, honestly. Oh, it very isn't. There's a long story behind the fact of me being like this. Kanaya says not to talk about it because it hurts my self-esteem. Oh, okay. That's fine. You turn your attention to some of his cards. Perhaps he can teach you... Well, if you insist, I will reveal to you my tragic backstory. I used to be more of a hardcore... I'm sorry, that was just so funny. I fucking love that shit. Like, oh, okay, let's do something else. Immediate change of mind. I used to be more of a hardcore gamer who would do the extreme roleplays. And I had a friend, or I thought she was my friend, who I did flarp with. Oh, you're familiar with flarp. You're a hepster chum. This didn't save my user class from my last save of Riska's route, did it? Because that would be weird, and also I didn't go through... Really? It remembers. Hold on. Hold on, we gonna quick save. Hold on, we're gonna fuck with it, hepster chum. Anyway, I never went through every option for Vriska because it was so fucking much. Whatever 12 factorial stop at the 10, 12 times 11, whatever that is, I wasn't gonna go through that many options. Oh wait, no, I should load the save. No, I don't wanna, okay, load. Okay, so, I don't know, let's just randomize it. Your two highest attributes are Dex and Leverage. Your starting class will be Petard's worst nightmare. And let's just fast forward to E. I forgot all this other stuff happening here. Don't mind the flashing. I don't think it matters. I just want to reach an ending to make sure that it remembers. Now let's load Tavros. Okay, whatever. You're a pepster chum. I don't even remember if I ever got that class, honestly. Come to think of it, you've got a great flarp friend who he might love to meet. Emily, I think this sounds really promising. I'm sorry I keep calling you out personally. Maybe I should bully somebody else. Mons, you're so rude to me. Well, I don't play anymore. Because this old friend of mine did a bad thing to me, resulting in a chain of revenge that was very tragical. Essentially, his story is that I was thrown off a cliff, psychically, and became heavily injured, which resulted in my legs not working. Thanks, Muns. Oh god, that sounds terrible. The culprit continues to hassle me sometimes in ways which are supposedly remorseful, but mostly continue to make me feel bad. For instance, trying to make me learn how to climb stairs, or fight better, or telling me I'm useless and awful because I can't. Although she also sent me this 4-wheeled device, which helps me to not be cold, so that's nice, I guess. Although maybe she wouldn't have done that if Kanaya didn't say so. Tavros. Why are you so indebted to Vriska? Like, just fucking be friends with Kanaya. I don't know, she's hard to understand. Sometimes very nice, and other times extremely not nice, and I can't figure out how she truly feels about me. Neither can the rest of us. Wow, this girl Tavros is talking about seems like a real piece of work. You sure are glad none of your friends are anything like that. Yeah, but maybe it's best not to think about her, actually. Kanaya was right. Why don't I teach you how to play? I need a fucking drink. I got an ice cream sandwich too, even though my teeth are gonna shatter from cold. So yeah, we're back. Managing my psychic damage. Speaking of, stick around after Pester Quest, and I will be playing the penultimate chapter of Cyclonials, Chapter 8. Okay, that was my cavity. Let's keep going. Tavros! See, I'm not as confident in the Vriska voice. Tavros freezes up instinctively. Oh no, that's her! The one who injured me! Oh no. Your spine ices over. You recognize that telltale exaggerated call. But how can this be? How could your dear, sweet, precious friend Vriska have done such a horrible thing to— Okay, yeah, no, this tracks. Maybe she did do one thing wrong. Yeah? We can talk about Vriska all day. People have been talking about Vriska all decade. But I don't need to do that today. Actually, it's almost been 11 years, because it's almost June again, isn't it? But why? This isn't like the other kids she killed. Oh yeah, that's fire. Like, yeah, that tracks. 1. Okay, alright, fine. It's time for my weekly... This is what I really think of Vriska. I think it's a valid interpretation to point out that she was manipulated into certain things, and it's a disservice to her character to claim that all of her decisions were entirely her own. She was definitely fucked with by outside forces. But the things she did were still wrong, and some of those things were entirely her own decisions. Like creating Bec Noir, if I'm not mistaken. But that's all I've got to say on that. You know Vriska's violent and volatile. She had to be to survive, but to harass Tavros after fact instead of just feeding him to her Lucis? Doesn't make sense. You feel sick to your stomach. It's so cruel. Like, why wouldn't you just feed him to the spider? Asshole. But yeah, it kind of is like... You know, I'm not gonna say more words, actually. Hey, Tavros, you haven't been answering my messages. We need to talk. Her voice comes from outside the window as it moves around the perimeter of the house. I get it, like Peter Pan, like the fairy hovering outside the window. You glance at Tavros' stricken face as you hear the sound of keys jingling in a lot. Are you kidding me? Fuck! She has the keys to his hive? Okay, alright. Most of our other friends were also under the same pressure and manipulation from that one outside force. Where most... I mean, definitely Kanaya was. But it's not like they were resisting Dog Scratch any better. It's more like he didn't have the same... It's not like Karkat was a master, like, lockdown, resisting to being manipulated. Dog Scratch didn't aim to make him horrible to all his friends. And there's also Spider-Mom. But Kanaya is absolutely a counterpoint. I don't know what he was trying to do with Kanaya, but she did have an extended manipulative interaction with him, and so did Terezi, to some extent. Fuck! She has the keys to his hive! This is so fucking funny. Ugh. Just seeing them next to each other! Y'all like complementary colors? I'm sorry, it's all... Wait a minute, I should save this color first. In my... Can I? How do I forget how to save things. Let's see. Let's just name it Tavros. So, I'm gonna, yeah. Okay, well, it's not... I was gonna say it's not letting me add a device. I'm sorry, I am getting distracted. Oh, is she not here the whole time? Because I was gonna swap it to blue. Tavros groans and leans back in his chair. Vriska barges into a respite block and then freezes up. Okay, I was gonna go for the exact hex code, but fuck it, let's just do A blue. Tavros! Oh, hey. Hey, you say with an awkward wave? Vriska seems uncomfortable. Oh no, somebody witnessing my abuse. I didn't know you knew this, dork. It's a friendship in progress. Tavros has told you some things about their past together. Ugh, of course he has. Okay, listen. I know it sounds bad, because it is, I get that, okay? Way back when, it was less than a sweep ago, I was part of a FLARP campaign that went way off the rails, and Tavros ended up getting thrown off a cliff. Less than a sweep ago. So that happened when they were at least 11 in Earth years. Interesting. Because we never really got time frame for that before, just the recent-ish past. It was basically my fault. But that's all in the past now. Things are better now. I hooked Tavros up with this sweet wheelchair and everything. It just happened. It just happens sometimes. It's not that sweet. Shut up, Tavros. I'm talking about how terrible I feel about hurting you. Tavros cringes, and you try to intercede on his behalf. Why is Vriska here? Oh, right. I'm here to extend an olive branch. Very magnanimously so, if you ask me. Terezi and I are getting the band back together. Not for FLARP, obviously. That ship has sailed. But we're going to whip this plant into shape, and we need all the help we can get. Actually, yeah, weren't they, in the last route, they were talking about something about rebellion and standing up to power? I completely forgot about that, because it's been a while. You spent enough time moping around uselessly. It's time for some action. You're in, right? Listen, I'm sorry, I know my Vriska voice leaves a lot to be desired. And I know that's why Muns wants to get this part over with soon. We'll get this part over with. No? What do you mean, no? I mean, I don't really want to do anything exciting or dangerous like that. Vriska in here, the thief of spotlight strikes again. Vriska in here trying to steal Tavros' route. I mean, you make a good point. Wait, what do I have some other window over here. Oh, that's what. That's the YouTube. And especially because you're going to be involved, I don't think it would be good for me to also be. Oh, come on. Things are totally square between us, Tavros. We all got hurt. Besides, I'm just trying to help you live up to your potential. You could be somebody. You could finally start living up to your legacy. I don't want to be somebody, at least not your kind of somebody. Tough luck, Toreador. None of us get that choice. If nothing changes by the time your rites of maturation roll around, you're screwed. The drones will cull you in an instant. I think I'm getting better at her voice. Vriska turns to you. The fucking social dynamics here. This is slightly different. This is, like, kind of almost more interesting than was in the comic. Like, just the way they're talking casually back and forth. Not really at each other, but, like, with each other. As the audience for a third person, it's an interesting dynamic. I don't know how to put words to it. Vriska turns to you, her eyes wide, her fist trembling. Her frustrated glare barely concedes the desperation beneath. Oh, I wouldn't expect that she was frustrated in this moment. I mean, you agree with me, right? Tavros needs to shape up. He needs us. It's time we put the past behind us and moved on. We all got hurt. Literally the one who is the least hurt of the four, which I just put together just... It depends how you count. Well... Yeah, I guess Terezi doesn't have, like, cybernetic eyes. She's just blind. Like, Vriska got a replacement arm, at least. Yeah, literally at least hurt. I didn't even think of that. My favorite fucking line from Homestuck. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick in a search. Search, EYES. Yes. Man, where is it? Alright, this might not be worth kind of looking up. Anyway. Oh, yes! Yes, when Vriska's talking to Terezi, the girl she blinded? Aradia dead, Terezi blind, Tavros paralyzed, Vriska eye patch and robo arm. Her arm isn't even paralyzed, she has a new one. God. Right, so for anyone not familiar with Homestuck, if they're still lurking around, Vriska, she has a normal eye, and then she has the other eye with 7 pupils, fan artists. Take notes, it's not 8 and... It's a hexagon with an art dot in the middle, it's 7. 7 and 1 equals 8. I'm sorry, this has been a pet peeve of mine for years. She has a 7-pupiled eye, and that's the one that got blown up, and that's why she blinded Terezi. So what she says to Terezi, when she still has an eye to see with, quoting Vriska, "It's not like I even did anything that bad to you. I lost 7 eyes, but you only lost 2. I would say you came out ahead in the bargain." Can you fucking believe? That line always fucking got me, because that is like the biggest, are you fucking serious, moment in anything I've ever read. Anyway. I'm just trying to help him. She leans closer. It's obvious she wants you to back her up. There are 3 options here. I don't think I actually have a preference here. Tavros is saying he doesn't want to be involved in Terezi and Vriska's thing. And meanwhile, Vriska is saying, like, hey, you should do, can we, how do I set up a poll? We have polls included here, right? I would have to install an extension, wouldn't I? Everybody just say if they want 1, 2, or 3, and I'll call it after a few votes. But I guess my indecisiveness would point towards don't take a side. Vote now on your phones. You can also vote on your laptop. Alright, we have a grand total of 1 answer. And combined with my indecisiveness, it makes sense. Don't take a side. Who do you think you are, a centrist? I think you were all saying the same thing anyway. This is a choice-driven narrative game, and that obviously means having to choose between 2 equally unsatisfying, mutually incompatible options which will forever alienate you from the side you did not pick. Try again. And then the option just disappears! Hold on, I want to see if... Oh, okay. Fucking incredible. I'm also fine being alienated from Russia. No, oh man, but the rebellion, whatever. We're gonna agree with Tavros here because from MSP Reader's perspective, she hurt him. Woo! Fucking air horns for siding with Tavros. Look at sad Vriska. Look at her. Ha! I'm gonna stab her with Terezi's cane. Get rid of her final eye.
The final eye.
You take a step closer to Tavros, and Vriska visibly deflates. Come on, G. Come on, G. There it is. Finally, thank you. You can't seriously be on his side. Yes, you can be, and you are. My name is G. Put down the fucking wiki. None of you touched the wiki. Except for Wyla. Please don't. 2021 APOC, moderator APOC commits doxing crimes, encourages vandalizers on the wiki. I'm crying over the idea of putting G in MSP Reader's name page. You think you understand now? You see how Vriska took her suffering and bitterness and passed it along. You see how, under beastly tutelage, she learned to sink her fangs into her prey and tell herself she was doing it for their own good. Yo, that's a fucking good line. I like all of that. In these two, you see a microcosm of Alternia, of hurt kids hurting kids, until finally, the buck stops at the kindest or weakest among them. I'm so glad I don't have Amogus as a sound alert. but I just said it anyway, so... So no matter how much sympathy you had for her, you can't stand idly by and let Vriska continue this cycle of hurt. You tell Vriska to look at Tavros. Really look at him. And ask yourself if her help has done anything for him. Hey, y'all, this is great. This is actually... This. It's not like Vriska has to be thrown in jail forever. It just needs to be a third friend here being like, I'm gonna side with Tavros. And not behind your back, but like in front of you. I'm gonna sit here and say to you, Vriska, fucking look at him. Are you serious? Step back, reanalyze yourself. Get your shit together, girl. Isn't this the kind of suffering that she and Terezi want to prevent? Right now, the best thing she can do for Tavros is to leave him alone.
You suck.
Oh, okay. Is that Vriska's canon voice now? Who did that? God, my chat's behind on Streamlabs, so it remains a mystery for now. Leave him alone. You don't get it. None of you do. If I leave him alone, he's toast. Sorry, the emotion, the voice there was not perfect. What? No, the notif didn't come up in chat. I didn't see who played the sound alert. It's a mystery. She responds great to constructive criticism. I'm gonna play audio for, you know what? I think I can do this. I'm gonna open another tab. Hear me out. I'm gonna go to another streamer friend of mine and play a clip that I clipped. Because it is very appropriate to this moment. Vriska responding great to constructive criticism. Yeah, I have exactly a thing. Mun's found a sneaky way around it. We have sneaky ways. But I need to, so I just need... Aha! There it is. A little 18-second clip. And let's, hope that's louder than the game. I can just mute the game for a second, right? Maybe? Okay. So I need to find Chrome again. We're gonna go to Chrome, because I want to show you guys this. Regarding Vriska on other people's plans. This is something I clipped from Chamomile Gothic, who's a great Homestuck and Pester Quest and etc. streamer.
But basically, she's cooking up her own fucking plans. So the quest to get her on board with this is going to involve convincing her that someone else's plans are better than hers, which is basically fucking impossible.
That's it, that's the whole clip. Corencio and myself were in that chat there, actually. But let's get back to the game. I thought that was fitting. Ah, direct hit, Vriska. Okay. If I leave him alone, he's Seriously, how have you not figured that out by now? You've seen what this plan is like. You think we can just flip a switch and fix everything over day? Over day? Fucking, that's so cheesy. That's so cheesy. Come on. Come on, Pester Quest writers. That was great. I love you, but fuck. My room is so fucking hot right now. I wonder if I should crack that window. Is that raining outside? Over day, overnight. He's a worthless loser living in a world that hates losers. If that doesn't change, he's going to die a sad, pathetic death. And you and Kanai and everyone else, you're just enabling him. When he croaks, it's going to be on your head, not mine. So if you'd rather hang out with Tavros in his make-believe fairyland, be my guest, but some of us are still going to be living here in the real world. Okay, fictional character. You and... This... I just don't like. This profile view of her face is so cursed. It makes her look like a turtle cyclops. It just... I don't know why it makes me so uncomfortable, but it does. You and Vriska spend a while staring at one another. All you can muster is a look of pity, which only seems to incense her further. Her face scrunches up, and then goes steely and flat. Her voice is icily calm. I'm sitting right here, you know. Nice. You two have your fun. I'm out. Woo! Woo! We got rid of her! Woo! Vriska slams the door shut as she leaves. Tavros exhales. Oh, come on. Hello? Why is this not working? Oh, because I didn't add the... Oh no, now I have to... I thought I fucking added the... God damn it. How close to affiliate am I? I've got everything. I've got everything. I just need the average viewers. Right now I'm sitting at 2.3 total. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are here tonight, and I do greatly appreciate it. But now... So while we're talking for a second, let's see. RGB2... A25203 is going to be what I need to turn my lights to. if this will load. Oh, no. No, I need something that goes both ways. Nobody say nothing. Where's... I know there's a site. There's so many. Okay. I just need to fix my lights, guys, and I don't remember the thing. Hello? Okay. How are y'all doing? I'm having a great time. I'm not extremely anxious. I'm holding up stream at 162.82.3. I don't have time right now, Abel. I shouldn't really be name dropping people. I think I can change both lights at once. And... yes, no, it did that one. Pokemon Battle Theme I'm the Pokemon Battle them. Literally, I'll be done in like 1 second. I just need to change the other lamp. So how are y'all doing? Are you enjoying the chat? I feel this is why I don't have affiliate, because I'm always changing my lights. Okay, I think that did it. We got brown lights again. Congrats. There's definitely some lag, but that's par for the course. At least it's not 2 full minutes of lag like that Minecraft stream I had the other day. We're playing Klondike Solitaire. Fuck yeah, I love Klondike. No, I'm not gonna do CC Cleaner right now. It is close. Yes, thank you, Jen. I missed that. Vriska slams the door shut as she leaves. Woo! Tavros exhales a long sigh of relief. Well, that went pretty well for an encounter with Vriska, all things considered. Iconic, fucking iconic moment. That is the best. Oh god, my... shit, the ice cream... oh my god. I'll be right back, y'all. I need to at least put this ice cream bar on a ceramic plate and not a paper one. That went pretty well. It is a nice scream emergency. And Emily foolish fool, the paper plate was... it was my first mistake, I know. Me and my fucking paper. Papers, please. I only feel somewhat terrible about who I am. Slowly, gently, you place a comforting hand on Tavros' shoulder and tell him that he deserves better than this. It's not his fault. Vriska is... difficult. Yeah, Kanaya says that too. I sometimes almost believe her when she does. The room is silent except for a faint wriggling noise coming from some of the balls on Tavros' floor. You don't know what else to say. When you're having a moment with the homies and the ball... no, 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 no. Would you, enjoy playing some Fidus Bomb with me, perhaps? As a manner of distraction? Oh, fuck yes, you tell him. Let's spawn some... Bidu? Viduses? Yeah. I actually forget what the etymology is. I know we have it on the wiki and I've looked at it before. Your Flarp experience inured you to Alternian game design, so you're only mildly nauseated when Tavros shows you how the physical version of Fetus Spawn works. Oh. Damn it. When the Fetus spawns, IDK, I've never played the game. Chitinous purple critters explode from gooey orbs and infest plushies before bursting out in the form of large monsters with more limbs than you're comfortable with. Also, you have a handful of cards which boost their attributes or allow you to interfere with your opponent's monsters. There's a lot to keep track of here. Before too long, the room is full with chittering purple monstrosities and queasy-looking host plushes, on the verge of birthing even more abominations. You are so lost. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's difficult. Just like Vriska. It's so funny how like the plushies actually look queasy after. Before too long, the room is full with chittering... Wait, that's the one I just read. You're so lost. But you think you're winning? Your creatures appear to be doing a better job of preying on his host plushes and spawning more of themselves. Fuck yeah. COVID stays winning. You've got a meter in the corner that keeps going up while his goes down. That's good, right? You think it's good, at least where victory is concerned. Hey y'all, I got a theory. That's their self-esteem meters. Oh. But you're more concerned with the where's my fucking phone? I can't use the force. Alright, I got it, we're good. Yu-Gi-Oh! VTN. I guess it is a valid troll name. If you get rid of the second A in Pharaoh, that's a valid last name. But you're more concerned with the dejected look on Tavros' face. He doesn't seem to be giving the game his all. You ask him if he's doing okay. Nah, he's fucking losing. Like a loser. No. Oh. Okay, he just came out and said it. My fun has been stymied, I think, by my thoughts about Vriska. He wheels himself over to a window and looks despondently out. Ah, yes, he looks despondently out of his fucking shattered window frame with no panes in it. I used to like Vriska a lot, you know, and admire her for her many qualities that were good, such as being very confident or having skill like games. But now I just hate her. Or feel like I should hate her.
You just have to say that you're really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine, but you're not really fine, and you don't want to get into it because you know they wouldn't understand. That was perfect. That was perfect timing. Thank you for that. I should hate her, but instead do not feel those feelings. In their place, I feel very conflicted and bad about myself, and wonder if there is something wrong that I can't feel as angry as I should. Or make myself to become strong enough to talk to her properly about my feelings. Your feelings of anger, young Padawan. It's just a big mess. You glance again at the posters lining Tavros' walls. Sprightly fairy girls with confident smiles, long messy hair, and blue color schemes. The resemblance to Vriska is uncanny, but superficial. She's never going to be like the girl from his posters. That's just not who Vriska is. I can't believe Tavros was the problematic one this whole time. For being a fuckboy with manic pixie dream girl complex. Y'all, it's Tavros canceling ours. Actually, this dude sucks. We don't need to play as Root anymore. I'm done with him. Let's go with someone cool. Yeah, no, we're done with him. We should play someone fun again, like Vriska. We should get more of those. We should get more of those bonus titles, right? I could probably just leave, or I could probably just go to a load screen. Oh, sweet, a new friend. Fuck yeah, it's the troll girl. Whoa. I was waiting for the chat lag to get. No, why Lime come back? I was so committed to the bit I didn't even want to save on screen, so we're a little bit behind. Why, Lime, are you still here? I was kidding. That's right, I can probably just fast forward to the... yeah. Let's just immediately side with Tavros. I can't believe you're out here doxing me. We're getting back to Tavros, I promise. I promise. Control. Thank you, because I know I can click on this arrow here, but I did not know there's, Oh, that's weird. It gets blanked out if I haven't actually gone to that line of dialogue yet. Interesting. I can... Wait, so if I hold down... Hold on. Oh, that's so much cool, because the, because this, like, just goes to the end, but if I hold down control, it's only for as long as I'm holding it. Oh, that's fucking cool. That's just not who Vriska is. But for a sec, oh my god, is Wyline, did she actually leave? By the time that message comes through, it'll probably already be there. Yes. We're not that behind. But for a sad hurt boy who likes to dream, she must seem so painfully close. Yeah. Oh, this is a problem too big for you to untangle right now. You need to redirect. Oh, I thought we just, like, fainted from the stress. You need to redirect Tavros' thoughts. You close your eyes and ask your intuition, what should you do? And get help him fly or stay grounded. That's great. That's fucking amazing. I'm gonna need Ylime to make the call on this one. I'm so insecure right now. Wait. This is just Miku. Oh, okay. Ooh, so I'm on the path towards the good end. What should I do? We help him succeed, or stay in the moment? I don't fucking know. Let's help him fly. He likes flying. From the darkness, you reach into your muddled memories and catch a glint of glimmering gold. Hey, that's part of the root title. When you open your eyes, Pupa Pan stares back at you. Unlike him, you don't have special stardust, but you think you might have something better. Muddled memory. There's a glint of gold in our memories? If that's referencing something specific, I don't know, but just for a heart so true. God damn it, that's a Pokemon reference, I just realized. You tell Tavros you'll be right back. Sort of. Whoop. The now familiar Prospidian spires greet you. Okay. Okay. A glint of glimmering gold from the memories. Yes. We're gonna slap him awake. You swoop through the shiny architecture until you find those towers that seem to house the dreaming children. Ah, yes. The children's towers. Towers for children. Those towers. Sure enough, Tavros' dream self can be found in one tower, nestled comfortably in a Recuperacoon. You poke him on the cheek. No response. You give him a little shake. Nothing. With I'm glad you appreciated my joke. With a sigh, I was kidding! I was kidding when I said this! With a sigh, you rear back your hand and slap him. Hard. Sorry, maybe I should not have done the sound Foley for that. I don't know who in here has a bad history of triggers. I know a lot of my friends do, so sorry. Yes, but we slapped Tavros remains asleep? He's practically comatose! Why? This feels so off. Karkaz's awake, and Tavros isn't, and something about that is just wrong. It's all wrong. Yeah, because that's not how it went in the story. We're referencing back to our muddy memories of canon. Or this world that we're experiencing, having read it as a story. How can you help Tavros under these... Whoa! Circumstance. He gotta wake up. You need him to wake up. Why won't he? Is Dog Scratch doing? Tavros yawns as he rises blearily from his slumber and squints around. He crawls out of the Recuperacoon and reaches over to the ramp beside it with an instinctual motion. Oh, that's some good attention to detail. Oh, look at him, he's so... Well, happy's probably the wrong word. He looks shook, honestly. His hands find no wheelchair, and he tumbles over, and then quickly rises, and realizes with a start that he is floating in midair. Whoa, what? Surprise! You inform Tavros that this is the mythical world of dreams. This is part of the game he was supposed to play one day, but now isn't going to. Maybe? Probably? You'll be honest, you still don't know exactly how this works. Yeah, I'm gonna... Couldn't they, in theory, start playing the game from Prospect? I think the answer is no, actually. Because I think the player planets don't appear, period, until the player actually enters the game. So without Tavros' planet there, or really without Kanai and Aradia's planets there, a lot of crucial things are missing for them to complete Suburb. Much less play it. Like, what are they gonna do? Go fuck around on the battlefield? The legs are not there on the sprite. Of course. Fuck, I just noticed. Yeah. This is leg erasure. This is literally leg erasure. But you do know this is a land where he can fly. That seems highly improbable that such a world would exist. Or especially that I would be allowed to enter it and fly freely around with no repercussions. Yeah, not uncommon for visual novel. Just make the art overdrawn a little. You don't have to make it fit the screen perfectly. Just make it. Just give the artist some room to work with the. What I like is if you really squint down here, you can see like the black border underneath, just disappearing. Anyway, it just seems like a thing that would never eventually happen to me, does it not? But it is happening, you tell him. You prove it by pinching his arm. He flinches. Why did you just assault me? I mean, yeah. It's a thing. Pinching is... Okay, this is a cultural misunderstanding. But the fact that he can feel pain should prove that this place is real. Or at least as real as a Magic Dream World can be. Can I just say, the implication that Alternians, with all the violence and horror on their planet, don't have the concept of, pinch me, I must be dreaming. They'd be like, ow, why'd you fucking pinch me? That's so fucking funny to me. I see. My arm does certainly hurt in a realistic manner, as well as my feelings due to the uncalled for attack from a friendly individual. I'm loving this. I'm loving this fucking game. Oh, for fuck's sake. You tell Tavros to stop worrying about that and start worrying about how he can fly now. Oh, yeah. With unsteady Hold on. Okay, I thought that was gonna be worse with the cut off legs or whatever. With unsteady movements, Tavros begins to circle his dream room. He holds his hands out as he sails around, floating upwards and then dipping down. I'm really, like, visualizing this in my head. This is so cute. He seems to get the hang of it quickly, and as he does, his face cracks into a warm smile. The sweet, sweet 13-year-old boy. We've finally shown him true happiness. Aww. Oh, woo! Oh, this feels really amazing. At your invitation, Tavros follows you out the window and sees Prospect stretching toward him. His eyes go all starry. Hey now. Tavros, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Go to the polls. Pokemon Go Play. Can I really explore all of this area? Motherfucker. He can, you tell him. Probably. Just don't go barging into anyone's houses. Hell, okay. I think that was that was a real line in the comic, too. And so that's a great... Or, no, in the comic it was hell definitely. What a great callback. Just, I love this. It's just funny. I'm dying. Tavros does loops and twirls, pirouettes around spires, and weaves through throngs of Prospedian civilians. He hoots and hollers, the anxious crescendo in his voice nearly absent. Sorry, I'm spacing out a little. The sound echoes among the golden towers and rebounds back at you, a cacophony of childlike exhilaration. You swoop alongside him, buoyed by his excitement, and the two of you begin to race each other around the planet. Oh, that's so cute. Wait, what? Wait. Is MSPA Reader flying right now? Oh, you run out of energy before Tavros does, but eventually he comes down from his high. He floats lazily beside you, upside down, his mohawk hanging down into his face. Wait, what? Wait, but then wouldn't it? His eyes are locked on the sky and clouds, and he's wearing a wide, if oddly blank, grin. Sure, why not? What, for the mohawk thing? That's where I'm at. Hey, I want to thank you for doing this for me, allowing me to feel this freedom and joy. It really means a lot. You grin and give him a thumbs up. You're glad you could help. Yeah, me too. You glance up at the clouds. How long have you been out here? You figure it's probably time to head back to the real world. You tell him you'll teleport back, and then wake him up. Why am I suddenly... Like, I feel like I say this kind of thing jokingly right now, a lot, but, like, legit right now, I was just stricken with so much fear that something's gonna be fucking wrong when we go back. No, that's not how gravity works for hair. That's not how mohawks are shaped. Unless he's, like upside down, as in, like, floating stomach down, and then the hair is, like... I don't fucking know. What? Oh no! Don't wake me up, please! I don't want to go back to that life. When I could spend my days here, forever feeling blissful and happy for once. You pause. That's not the response you were expecting. Although, you suppose you should have seen this coming. What about his friends? His responsibilities in the waking world? What happens when the drones come knocking? Yeah, it could make sense. Face directly down. I'll tell you what happens when drones come knocking. They kill him in his sleep, and then his dream self gets a few bonus minutes of living. Well, those are some pertinent questions which I don't care about, though. This is where I'm happy and where I belong. That's what you wanted, right? To help me be happy. Right. Then your work here is done. He smiles at you, and you feel like you should smile back, but there's a hint of sadness behind his eyes that gives you pause. It's like he's waiting for you to take charge and tell him off for choosing escapism. Waiting for you to make the hard decision he doesn't have the guts to make. But that's not the kind of person you are. If he'd rather spend most of his time asleep, that's good enough for you. Given the planet he lives on, you can't blame him. Oh! So you give him a little wave and vanish into the ether of canon. By the time he works up the nerve to say something, you're already gone. But something happened to Tavros himself here, I think? No, I was just misinterpreting the visual. Oh, he just sleep his life away. Pupa gets to fly. Missing messages from Kanaya, Nepeta, Gamzee, and Vriska. I'm surprised that's not like, I know Arati is going through some stuff right now. That's not gonna allow her to really, interact with people, but, Man, I made the music too quiet now, I think. Gamzee makes sense. I don't think Nepeta's ever really talked to him, but I always thought, she should talk to him. But Terezi also likes Tavros. She's like, damn it, Vriska. Look what you did to this dude. I did not realize the music was so quiet, y'all. We did it! No. Okay, so... They do, like, quick saves, right? Or auto saves. That's right, yeah, and then she's like, well, Equius doesn't want me... Yeah. What? Okay. So Vriska left. Right. I wish Vriska was a better person and that I was strong enough to talk to her. Close your eyes and ask your intuition, what should you do? I did, but once I get to, like, the second split choice, I usually just go for the other option, work my way backwards. Is save before any choice. Hit the first banner? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. This problem's too big for you to untangle. You need to redirect. Let's stay grounded. From the darkness, you reach into your muddled memories and catch a glint of cold iron. Ah! When you open your eyes, Pupa Pan stares back at you. That's him. He would have you believe that faith is all it takes to fly, but you think Tavros could use something a little more material. Wait, I just want to compare the text here. Gold. You don't have special stars, but you might have. Okay. You put a gentle hand on his shoulder and ask him what you can do to help him spread his wings. His metaphorical wings, that is. It's not like he could ever sprout real ones. The very thought is absurd. Listen, I have a sound for that, Corencio. Tavros sighs. I'm not gonna try to do, because I would not be able to get that foot. I can't do that pitch. I just wish I could live more independently, I guess.
Hey, listen.
What? Who is that? Hello? What am I listening for? Is that Tinkerbell come to take me away and fly me away to Neverland at long last? So I can live my dreams and be pirates with the other kids. Hey, listen, come back. Anyway, I just wanted to do a bit there. I hope you all didn't suffer too much, but yes, fairies. Okay. Well, wish I could live more independently, to take charge of my life and become less under Vriska's thumb. You think Tavros could use some better friends? Real friends? I do have some. Nepeta is very kind to me often. Gamzee and I like to throw down sick rhymes, and Kanaya tries to help with Vriska. Too far! God. But then how would he get back to... Does Sky even have the defense portal? Because then he'd have to go back to... God, just kill him on the quest slab. And then throw him back through a portal so he's back on Alternia, and... There's too much. There's too much game breaking going on here. I love it. You could teleport him back. Yeah, that's also true. That makes it a lot easier. But there's not a lot they can do when we live far away. Oh, that's who he was talking about. Well. The amount I now regret calling Nepeta, Kanaya, and Gamzee White Knights. Me, yes, me, could teleport him back. So confirmed, they live far away. Pester Quest, any %. That's me. And as nice as my Lucis is, he is unable to help me with all my issues. Due to his small size limiting him to only moving and carrying small objects to me when I require them. God, can you imagine he's just sitting on the couch, he's like, hey, Tinkerbell, grab me another brewski and the remote critter while you're at it. That's not... That was the Tavros voice, that was none of Tavros's personality. Anyway, the simple fact is that I didn't build my hive with the expectation of one day using a four-wheeled device to navigate it. I drink gamer fuel all fucking day, every day. Oh boy, is that purple? I love the purple fluids. I'm all about that. Just get started. He didn't build this house with a wheelchair in mind. It's probably full of fucking stairs. Can Tavros move to a better hive? Could you help him with that? No. As a bronze, the stipend I receive is not enough to cover such things. Oh, that's right, they must get government paychecks or something. Even this four-wheel device, which is highly basic compared to some high-blood models, would have cost me over a wipe's worth of savings. We've talked about this before. Did we ever figure out what unit of time that's supposed to represent? A month? A decade? 1 year versus a whole sweep? Somebody let me know if they've thought of anything. What a wipe is in Alternian solar time tracking terminology. Few changes are available to me, economically speaking. Especially if I want to not alert drones to my unsuitedness for troll expectations. Me neither, Corencio. You see, if money's the issue, that's not something you can help him with. At least, not directly. Y'all, it's MSPI Reader. Welcome to my only... Optifine. But you might know others who can. Hello, it's Doc Scratch. Welcome to my own... No, we're done. We're done. You tell Tavros that you're going to step out for a moment to fetch a mutual friend. Oh, yes! Yes! Why don't these two talk more often? His life would have been so much better if he just reached out to Kanaya, or she'd reached out to him. The only issue is she was compromised by Vriska being her Moira and also her having a girl crush. Woo! He seems briefly surprised when you return with Kanaya. Oh, I thought she had her lipstick, but no. You guess you don't blame him. This strikes you as a pretty rare pairing, conversationally speaking. Yeah? Mom friend. Alright, I gotta get ready for this one. Sorry, I was looking at that screen in the background for a second, because I was like, that doesn't look like a dress, that just looks like a... It's just a troll with wings and nothing else. Oh, Kanaya! It's nice to see you, in person, unexpectedly. Wow, my hive is terrible looking. Sorry, but... Hi. You look nice. Yes, I do. Okay, sweep and wipe are similar, and wipe gets more than a sweep would. Cleaning, wipe, and sweep. Oh. I guess you could argue it's a longer period of time. Maybe it is a decade. How are you faring? Has my advice regarding the construction of an... Listen, I don't remember what voice I gave her before, so this is probably way off. Also, I don't think I remember that expression exactly on her in the other route. She looks like very soft and kind here. Has my advice regarding the construction of an imaginary friend helped aid your self-esteem? Well, I haven't really got to try it yet, so no, it hasn't, I guess. Is that implying that Tavros did not come up with Rufio until after he had entered Suburb? That is an interesting implication. That's an interesting take, and I like it. Oh god, what time did I have Cyclonial scheduled for? Was it 8 or 9? I mean, if I run late, I guess it's not a problem. I'm just doing them back to back. Rufio! Kanaya suppresses a sigh. Yeah! Or she suppresses the sigh. Okay. Well, let's get directly to business. I've brought some materials with which to renovate your hive. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme song, but it's Rufio instead. Rufio, let's dehydrate. Y'all, I'm fucking struggling. Oh! Please advise us as to how best to redesign the place to suit your needs. Tavros' eyes water up, and oh, look at his soft, precious fucking face! And he sniffs, leaning forward in his chair. Really? You would do that for me? Despite it taking a large portion of time and effort, and presumably money as well. I don't really spend my stipend on much besides fabric. And I intend to twist Vriska's arm until she offers a portion of her flirping treasure to foot the bill too. Like, honestly, all the literal gold on top of her stipend, like... And of course I do it for you. Any less would be a rejection of my helpful sensibilities. Kanai says it with a neutral tone and a straight face as if there's nothing remarkable about it. But Tavros nevertheless breaks into a grin. Aw, this is so... I've had this dynamic before with friends. This is so wholesome. Wow, thanks. Okay, give me some time to develop ideas on how to properly jack this hive up and deliver the most utterly dope and pimped out changes. Pimped up, sorry. This is going to be so great. We did it! Oh, there's more. You give Tavros the requested time and then begin the work in earnest. You aren't sure what to expect, but the construction process proves smoother than anticipated. Is she cutting down trees herself? Kanaya brings a set of alien devices which she claims to have borrowed from a sea-dwelling friend of hers. Ah. One converts raw materials into a strange substance that remind you of fruit gushers. Hey, it's grist! I was gonna say, I mean, technically she talks to Aridin, but it could be either Sea Dweller. The fact that it's... Okay, hear me out. Grist Widget. An item that converts raw materials into grist. Right, exactly. It's the things that Jane had, which made me think, A, that came from her Imperious Condescension, Feferi's ancestor, and also B, Jane's the life hero just like Feferi. So I think the implication here is that Kanaya got one of these devices, or borrowed some of the devices from Feferi, and not Aridin. Feferi's her friend. Apparently, I don't remember them talking too often, if ever. Double check for me if you want. I'm not sure if they ever talked. Kanaya fells trees with her chainsaw, yeah, and feeds them into the machine, and before long you have a trove of the gusher things. The other device expends the gushers to modify buildings. Oh my god. It has a holographic click and drag interface, much like The Sims played in real life. It has taken this long. Through all of Friend Sim, and all of Pester Quest up until now, it's taken this long for Suburb to be mentioned in, like, in displaying it capacity. You're right, Feferi is more likely to help. Aridin is definitely willing to talk to Kanaya, whine at her, and etc, etc. But that's not the same as him doing a favor for her, or giving something to her. I think you make a good point there. What world would it be, Aridin, honestly? Alright, really? Yeah, no, I know, okay? I'm just saying because they talked, but you're right, that doesn't mean he's gonna do a favor. So does that mean, like, they're just using the Suburb client and server disks? Like... Well, no, maybe it's just similar technology, because that would summon the meteors, would it not? Although in the other route... I think they'd started the game, but the countdown just stopped? Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway. You find this construction software to be incredibly handy, and also eerily familiar? Honestly, you find everything eerily familiar these days. That's a line that could be in Night Vale, honestly. Yes, it's very convenient. Home construction has been an important part of troll culture for as long as history remembers. Most do not know why, although to me the reason is obvious. Preparation for the game, which we will now no longer be playing due to outside interference. Bro, you were gonna be playing it because of outside interference. But yeah, Kanai's fucking smart. I shouldn't be surprised by this. Wait, she knows about that? Yes. I figured out what was going on a day or two after you visited me, but I thought it prudent not to get particularly dramatic about it all. That was very thoughtful of her. Yeah. I try. Oh, I love that little grit. Kanai is so fucking cute. I love her. Page 23, 28 they talk. Thank you for the wiki info. God, I wish I was on the wiki. Someday, y'all, someday I'm gonna contribute to the MSPA wiki. Wouldn't that be nice? I feel like I could be a helpful fan. Oh wow, yeah, they straight up have a Pesterlog conversation outside of a walk around. They're talking about how excited they are. And then Fef's like, let's stop being redacted for a minute. They're just talking about the game briefly. I'm sorry, I thought that was obvious. I try. I fucking love this. These two need to be friends more often. Fuck, shit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna read typos faithfully. Kanaya finishes feeding logs into first device and begins to manipulate Tavros' hive with the other. Together, you are a clockwork team. More like a breath space team. Anyway. Tavros provides directions, Kanaya implements them with her stellar sense of design, and you provide moral support by standing around looking cute. Yeah, that's what I usually do, honestly. Yo, at this point, that's my role on the MSPA Wiki staff. The secret is out. Now y'all know what goes on in the hidden staff channels. I provide moral support. And do nothing of substance. I mean, what hidden channels? Never mind. Okay, yes. Nudge... That. See that. That's why I have those emojis. God. Okay, yes. Nudge that shelf over to the left. Yeah, like that. Wait, actually, right. Kanai's face. Further... Okay, no, go back. A bit more, that's almost good. Now, make it a little tad higher. Yes, no, lower. Fucking Kanai. Why can't he just work the controls himself? Her stellar sense of design, I guess. Well, then shouldn't she be making the calls? There, right there, and... Yes, perfect, I think. This is fucking great. Okay, actually, can you go back to where it first was? Look, it's fucking... I think she does have a handful of brand new sprites just for this route. Like, this is... And while the smiling earlier, the softer smile, but this one definitely seems new to me. In the end, it takes until the next day to finish construction. Which is actually great time. You were expecting to have to zap forward once or twice for the sake of narrative brevity, but with the Alternium build tools, Tavros' hive is swiftly renovated. And can I just say, it looks spicy as fuck. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The Dashcon ball pit, no. The accessible Kubara-kun with the handles, which I fucking love that a lot. The carpet, even, that he can get out onto. The interesting... That's one large window pane. All the window panes are back, of course, with the wood fixed. But I'm not letting anyone forget about that ball pit. And this is nice organizing of all the items. But it's interesting. Why not make this the normal 8 panels that it already was? Too hard, I guess. I don't fucking know. It is far more spacious than it once was, with ramps and rails aplenty. Under Tavros' guidance, you widened hallways, lowered counters, revamped bathrooms. It's like a brand new house. And can I just say, at work, at my workplace in real life, this is me talking. This is not my narrative reading voice. We have one of those mirrors in one of the bathrooms. Firstly, it's a big, wide bathroom, obviously with an accessibility rail, but like even at malls or whatever, when I see places with accessible bathroom, rails, which is pretty much every public bathroom, they don't have this one thing. What my workplace has is a mirror that's angled downwards, ever so slightly, and that's for people in wheelchairs and other such mobility devices, I imagine, to be able to see themselves better. It's not high enough. It's made for somebody standing up, so I like that they have the accessible thing. I've only seen it in a handful of other places, and I think it should be more common. But it does freak me out every time I look at it. I'm like, oh, I'm taller than I thought. Fucking perspective. But, yeah. Revamped bathrooms, it's like a brand new house. You don't have a ribbon to cut in celebration, so Tavros summons some bizarre feeder spawn creature to shoot confetti all around the entrance to a hive. It's all gross and sticky and you hate every second of it, but he's having fun. Color panel is easier to let pupa in rather than destroying the 12 individual pane design. Oh! Oh, that's right, wasn't it? I forget if Tavros did that by accident. Either way, he's like, oh, I can let pupa in this way, but either it was, oh fuck, oh whoops, I broke it, oh well, at least Pupa Pan can come in here. Or he's like, I'm gonna do this on purpose to let pupa in. But now he can just roll up a window. It's weird, it's like a hand crank, but it's a solid pane of glass. Oh, I see, that's one of the windows that it opens out. I have those in my home. Easier to open and close one large pane, they eat smaller ones when you can't stand up. That's also true. I don't know, I hadn't considered that the panes needed to be opened. It's like, it's protection from the acid rain on Alternia. But yeah, it's fucking party time. Where am I? Hold on. Woo! Party! He's having fun. Okay, 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 okay. After that, he looks so fucking happy. After that, Tavros spends a while just exploring the hive. He wheels himself through each block, awed by the ease with which he can navigate the space. Yeah. By the time he returns to his respite block, his grin is radiant. You take it he likes the new place. And again, for any noobs here, that respite block means bedroom. That's where I am right now. I want to get a studio apartment soon. I want to move out of my parents' house. Oh, yes! This pad is now genuinely frigid. It makes me feel more confident. Nightbot just automatically blocks someone saying one of those, want to become famous? Oh yes, Carencio, you're a mod, so you can see that. Huh, it's only because it sent a link, not because it specifically detected a spam message. Thank you, Automod. It makes me feel more confident, like the world is my bivalve jewel container. Oyster. Like, I could say to Vriska... Okay. The world is my oyster. Like, I could say to Vriska... Fuck you. I won't do it, you tell me. Biatch. Okay, I won't say that probably, but I could. I like how Kanaya's face changes when he says that. She's just like, okay, yeah, sure. He's so cool. Actually, maybe I will say that, as well as plenty of other deliriously rude things which long I have avoided saying. Thank you, Carencio. Kanai's just getting more like, okay, this was fun, but now I'm annoyed again. Okay, that's probably enough, you tell him. Kanai is staring icily at him, but he doesn't seem to notice. Do you want to be a mod? Do you want to be a mod? I just thought you wanted the VIP bag. What happened to that? I like it when my mods are people who are here. That's right, I fucking said it. But I'll make you a mod again right now. I just thought you were annoyed at being a mod. I'll do... You know what? No. I will reach... We will push through to the ending scene, and then I will fuck around with the mod page. Because I should at least leave off on a thing that makes sense. Fair enough. No, but I'm gonna mod you again. Kanai's staring at him icily. This is exactly the kind of friendship they would have. This... Thank you, Muns. So, Muns, you suggest that's a good time to settle down. The sun's going to be rising pretty soon. No. I know you. You're a mod everywhere. You need the power. Brave infinite power. Yeah, the sun's gonna rise and fucking burn them. Oh, you're very behind. I'm sorry. Right! Mun specifically has internet problems. This isn't all my end and my faults. Appreciate you being here, thank you. Right. While we still have some moonlight, would you like to stay for a while, Kanaya, and play some games with us? Oh, no, that's quite alright. I'm afraid I have duties to attend to at home. I left a dress in the oven. Kanaya blinks and carefully maintains her poise. I left a dress in the oven. It's made out of clay, you see. Come on, Kanaya! I'm getting experimental. Oh, that makes sense. Well, goodbye? Oh! She smiles at Tavros and shoots you a pointed glance. Nice. You take it as your cue to place a hand on her shoulder, concentrate on her hive, and send her back in a flash of light. That is interesting. I don't think June even did that in Homestuck. I think it's a perfectly plausible expansion of the power, but this is a brand new thing. The MSP reader would retcon teleport someone somewhere else without taking the ride with them, you know? Just like saying, I'm gonna send you off, but I'm gonna stay here. That's a very cool expansion of that power. Once she's gone, Tavros wheels up to you and nudges you in the hip. So, regarding Kanaya, this could perhaps be me misreading the situation, but when I reach deep inside and tap into the marvelous power of self-esteems, it tells me that I'm very right and smart. Tavros, you don't need to pull a Bingle. Please don't start flirting with your good friend who's just helping you. June did do it once? Oh, to another June. You're right. Well, you no longer have a use here. Did you see the way that she was smiling at me? Yes, Tavros, I did. There is, if you're in the MSP wiki, there is a pinned post in the hashtag Homestuck channel. And yes, you're right. That was in Homestuck. Wait, yes, okay. Yes, Homestuck. Yeah, it was like the second retcon of the Lohack scene, right? Instead of just telling the other June to zap away, she was like, haha, bye. Well, goodbye. Wait, fuck, that's the wrong voice. Okay, my extreme confidence. Do you see a way she was smiling at me? Almost in a way as to suggest amorous inclinations. Eh? He waggles his eyebrows furiously in your direction. Oh, jeez. You told Tavros that's just, what friendship looks like. She's not his type. Trust me, you say. Just tell him she's gay. There are many Lohacks. Wait! It was on Lopan when June finally returned to talk to Terezi after the retcon mission went all successfully. Right? The Homestuck channel just says expect spoilers.
You are gay.
It's true, I am. Wait, what do you mean the Homestuck What? Under hashtag Homestuck discussion? Wait, Wildlime, double check. Isn't there a pinned post in there that links to my Google Doc? What happened is that they both went away after Lohaxine, but then wherever else they were, June Bon... In the void space. Yes. That's what it was. Thank you for reminding me. Right. But oh well. I think there's a saying about this, that the sea has many fish in it. Now that I am feeling better, I think perhaps I will one day go fishing for a quadrant or two. Yes, the post-can order dog, that's what I'm referring to. Tavros, you're gonna catch something on that line that you don't want, son. Only Gamzee was a sea dweller. He's right on the cusp. I've definitely read the epilogues. Oh wait, why Lime? You don't remember the epilogues? Wait, quick, let's give a summary. Where's the Homestuck 2 summary page of the epilogues? Hold on, I can find this. I got you, why Lime. Oh yeah, you're right! God, okay, I'm gonna find the scene now, because that was actually very funny, recursive. Yeah, yep. Meat? Okay. I can do this easy. I know you mostly remember the epilogues. I know, okay, I know. Jeez. Why doesn't Sweeper and Hello Jeff have an icon on it? Come on, Homestuck.com Viz, you're a mess. Oh, okay. Alright. Don't zap, you zap back into canon. Okay, Land of Heat and Clockwork were... Okay, Jade. What? OMG, how dare you? Jade, you're brainwashed. Sorry, but nothing you're saying means anything. It's fine. Blah, 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 blah. You're not gonna be brainwashed once I zap you away. You're not zapping me anywhere! Haha, yes I am. Watch this. You set a hand on Jade's shoulder and zap her off to a better place. She just... That's what it probably felt like. That's what it probably felt like for her. What? Good job. And like just the improvement in mood, like Tavros has a lot of problems with being a sad person who's been afflicted with bad life circumstances, but as a personal character flaw, he would not have taken rejection so well in the past. He'd be like, oh no, but I am sure that she likes me. I mean, we can just point to his conversations with Jade. That's all that needs to be said. That the sea has many fish in it. Now I'm feeling better. I think perhaps I'll one day go fishing for a quadrant or two. Tavros and Feferi. Imagine. Tavros and Aridin. They're both one step removed from the extremes of the hemospectrum. Ooh. Well, it's a start. It's going to take some time for this kid to figure out what genuine self-esteem is like. But just like the prospering clouds part to reveal a brilliant sky in blue, you think Tavros is on the verge of seeing the sun. Aww. The moon? This metaphor would work better on Earth. Anyone with Aridin? Yeah, because the sun would just fucking burn and blind you on Alternia. Tavros can be more than he is, and he doesn't need to change to do it. When he offers you a smile, there's a spark of compassion behind it that tells you he's already worth the world. All he ever needed was someone to believe in him. I'm kind of gonna cry in the club right now. Like, that's actually, like, way more wholesome than I expected. I don't know. I saw Tavros' route would be okay. I didn't necessarily expect them to give him the Jake English treatment just because they overplayed simping for Vriska. But this was, like, really, really good for Tavros. They went over the top with making it good news for him. All he ever needed was someone to believe in him. And money. He also needed money. So, would you like to perhaps celebratorily play a round or two of Fidu Spawn with me? I am feeling much more prepared to enjoy a game, and perhaps think that this time I will proceed to crush you with my incredible might as a Fidu Spawn breeder. Okay, breeder. Except I mean that in a nice way, like that of a friendly challenge. If you'll accept. The word friend in that sentence was all you needed to hear. We fucking did it. And that is such a good drawing of Tavros. Something about, like, just the exact way his mohawk is drawn all spiky and his fangs there. This is just fun. I love the Ogoni bumps. The Jake English treatment is where the epilogue writers were like, haha, Jake's an idiot. He's stupid. He just messes everything up. He doesn't have any redeeming qualities. He didn't do any character growth by the end of Homestuck. We're just gonna kick him back to his flaws at the beginning of Act 6, Act 1. Yeah, sorry, I'm just not happy about it. Now to go from this to choosing Vriskasai, the earlier choice. Yay! Oh boy. Okay. God, should I take a hot second? Yes, I did promise Yline that I would do, y'all, I feel like I've done a break like 5 times during this stream, but I'm gonna go change some roles, and honestly, I need to get another drink. I'm not gonna be gone long. I hope y'all are okay with that. Okay, I'm back. A heart so true. You stood by Tavros' side and helped renovate his hive. You still don't understand feeder spawn, though. Whoops, I tipped my hand too early there. Don't worry about it. We don't have time for a radio tonight. I am gonna have to switch over to Psycholonials after we do this final, choice route. So let's get on it. Thank you. Thank you. You're all so kind. So now, we get to side with Vriska. I do understand why, Lime. I appreciate you sticking around regardless. I just thought this music would be fitting. She comes closer. It's obvious she wants you to back her up. You can't resist her force of personality. When Vriska speaks, it just sounds right. Oh god, come on. You tell Tavros that you should accept Vriska's offer. Hell yeah! See, Tavros? Oh my god, it's fucking the change in facial expressions. My buddy here agrees. Let bygones be bygones. Tavros, what? Okay, what did she just do? Okay. Vriska. Tavros shrinks into his chair, small and sad. The two of you just stare at him as the awkward silence swirls like mist around you. Oh my god. Indecisive. Like, he's not gonna say yes, but he's too frozen to say no. Vriska clenches her fist and steps forward, but you quickly put a hand on her shoulder. And she pauses. Oh, this is gonna go well, guys! Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tavros doesn't deserve it. Yes, that much I... Horace is a whole different conversation. But yes, if Jake talked to Roxy more often, I would have to reread Early Act 6 to truly re-solidify my, my take on Jake's relationship to Dirk and Jane, and whether he was the problem there, or to what extent. But certainly, whatever the case may be, talking to Roxy one-on-one more often would have helped both of them. Tavros did nothing wrong. He did kind of kill Jade's grandpa, but wasn't out of malice. See, just like Vriska, she's not doing any of this out of malice, she just wants to help Tavros. I'm immediately shot. I'm immediately shot with a precision sniper strike, all the way from California. Then he flirted very uncomfortably with Jade. Yeah, that was... yeah. No, yeah, he's still a good lad. He's 13. He's 13. He's a little confused, but he got the spirit. Two of you just stare at him as the awkward silence swirls like mist around you. Vriska clenches her fist and steps forward, but she quickly puts a hand on her shoulder and she pauses. Ugh. Being around here is depressing, and someone doesn't want my help anyway. Whatever. Come on, G. I've had enough bull for one night. Let's go chill somewhere less boring. Like, I don't know, an arcade? Maybe a movie theater? God, I fucking wish, Vriska! Listen, while I'm out like Dirk either. The shot heard round the world. Yeah, fucking R.I.P. Grandpa. But yeah, I wish I could go to an arcade or movie theater. Haha, what do people without a Lucis to take care of even do? Oh yeah, she's newly orphaned. Woo! You suggest to Vriska that you can find out. Together. She beams. Okay. Bye, I guess. Tavros seems conflicted, as though he can't decide whether to be relieved that Vriska is leaving, or upset that you're abandoning him. You don't really care, though. You're going to an arcade! Woo! Friendship up, +8, Grub Invaders. It's literally just a troll. They have the little pixel troll horns and troll face. Listen, this is just a good illustration. This is nice background details. It's just a good drawing of Vriska. Like, I'm not even saying this to be like, haha, we're committing to the gag that Vriska's cool and fun. It's a good drawing of her. It's nice. Oh my god, MSP Reader's fucking fingers. I thought that was just ridging on the control stick. No, those are fingers. Oh. God. God. Psychic damage. I should remember that I was trying to fail first, because then we would have gotten that earlier. But yeah, Heart So True. Next time. Next week, I guess? And after Cyclonials is over, I am going to try to either do, like, a larger volume of post-cam stuff on Saturday nights, or do it on more than one day, but right now I'm trying to get through these last 2 weeks of Cyclonials. Speaking of, we gotta swap over to that game soon. But yes, Aradia with the, oh no. Oh no. Next time, in post-canon content, we're gonna have Volume 8, Route 2. It is pronounced Aradia. I'm fucking right. James Roach validates me. Good night, but actually don't leave. I gotta play a clown game. But yeah, I don't know. I think for the moment... Uh-oh, the game froze up. That's fun. For the moment, we're going to go to the... I thought I had a background thing for when the game isn't working, but I might have broken it. We're gonna play a little bit of music, I guess. Why is it? Oh, yeah, because I didn't make it. Don't worry about it. I'm caught up on Cyclonians, also kind of needy. Yes, no, feel free to vagabonds. I appreciate the time that you were here. I'm very glad that you stopped by. Have a good dinner. I'm gonna say Roddy's route was very good, and then Nepeta's route was very, very good. I'm surprised that Nepeta's would be even better, but okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna play a quick, short little song while we set things up. I mean, we're going into Cyclonial, so probably something clown-themed, but I had already played that song. What's a science seahorse? I thought that said seashore. I don't know, what do y'all think I should play? Their streamer, literally, he's a CrossFit dreamer, which is funny. Is this one? Yeah, sure, we'll play this. We'll play this. I'm gonna turn off my cam. I'm gonna set up some stuff, change the stream title and whatever. And yeah, we'll be back soon with a new game. We should probably switch over to the game now, which I just lost. Oh man. See, normally, like, I would take a real break, quote-unquote, here between games. I already did that, like, 6 times, so I guess I just have to sit here.